Alright then, first up we have my classic series Doctor Who DVDs vanilla releases, and not a part of the collection box sets. If you're going into this collection video and you're annoyed by price stickers, probably be best not to watch this video, as this overall collection does have an issue with price stickers. So starting up we have Lost in Time, signed by Wendy Padbury, An Unearthly Child, The Daleks, The Edge of Destruction, The Keys of Marinus, The Aztecs, original release, signed by Carol Ann Ford and Ian Cullen. Then we have The Aztecs Special Edition, The Sensorites, The Reign of Terror, Planet of Giants, The Dalek Invasion of Earth, The Rescue, The Romans, The Web Planet, The Space Museum, The Chase, The Time Meddler, The Ark, The Gunfighters, The War Machines, and then The 10th Planet. The Power of the Daleks 2016 DVD release. Power of the Daleks Special Edition, signed by Anarchy Wills. Then we have The Underwater Menace, signed by Dick Mills, who did a lot of sound effect work on Doctor Who. Fraser Hines, who played Jamie, Catherine Howe, who played Ada, I believe, and Ralph Watson, who played an uncredited computer scientist in this particular story. Then we have The Moonbase, the Macra Terror animation, signed by Fraser Hines, again Jamie, Rob Ritchie, the animator, and then Avril Gaynor, who played a majorette in the original TV episodes. The Tomb of the Cybermen Standard Edition and Special Edition there. The Ice Warriors, The Enemy of the World, and The Enemy of the World Special Edition. The Web of Fear Limited Edition. The Dominators, The Mind Robber, The Invasion, The Crotons, Seeds of Death Standard Edition and Special Edition. The War Games, signed by Wendy Padbury. Spearhead from Space, Standard Edition and Special Edition. 2 copies of The Silurians, The Ambassadors of Death. Inferno, signed by John Levine. Inferno Special Edition. Terror of the Autons, The Mind of Evil, Claws of Axos, The Daemons, signed by John Levine, Day of the Daleks, The Curse of Peladon, The Sea Devils, Carnival of Monsters, Frontier in Space, Planet of the Daleks, The Green Death, The Time Warrior, The Monster of Peladon, Planet of the Spiders, Robot, and The Ark in Space, The Sontaran Experiment, Genesis of the Daleks, Revenge of the Cybermen, Terror of the Zygons, Planet of Evil, Pyramids of Mars, The Brain of Morbius, Seeds of Doom, The Deadly Assassin, Robots of Death, The Talons of Wang Chiang, Horror of Fang Rock, The Invasion of Time, The Ribos Operation, The Pirate Planet, The Stones of Blood, The Androids of Tara, The Power of Kroll, The Armageddon Factor, Destiny of the Daleks, signed by David Goodison, City of Death, Sharda, Full Circle, signed by Matthew Waterhouse, State of Decay, same autograph, Warrior's Gate, The Keeper of Traken, signed by Waterhouse and Sarah Sutton, Legopolis, and then Castrovalva, Kinder, The Visitation, and Earthshock, once again signed by Waterhouse. Snake Dance, The Five Doctors, The Five Doctors 25th Anniversary Edition, signed by Mark Strickson. Warriors of the Deep, The Awakening, Frontios, Resurrection of the Daleks, The Caves of Androzani Special Edition, Attack of the Cybermen, Vengeance on Varos signed by Colin Baker, The Two Doctors, Time Lash, Revelation of the Daleks signed by Colin Baker, Revelation of the Daleks again, The Trial of a Time Lord Mysterious Planet, Mind Warp, Terror of the Vervoids, The Ultimate Foe, Dragonfire, Remembrance of the Daleks, Remembrance of the Daleks Special Edition signed by Sylvester McCoy, The Happiness Patrol, Silver Nemesis, The Greatest Show in the Galaxy, Battlefield, Ghostlight, Survival signed by Sophie Aldred, the movie, Standard Edition and Special Edition, and then More Than 30 Years in the TARDIS on the end there. So up next we have the Blu-ray collection series with Season 8, Season 10, Season 12, Season 14, Season 18, Season 19, Season 23, Season 26. Then we have Doctor Who The Complete Davros Collection Limited Edition Set, the Dalek Collection, the 2 Peter Cushing Dalek movies, the Doctors, the William Hartnell years, the Patrick Troughton years. Then we have more Blu-rays and my steelbooks, Spearhead from Space, Power of the Daleks, the Macra Terror, Faceless Ones, The Web of Fear, Fury from the Deep, Series 1, Series 3, and then Series 4. Then moving on to the rest of my kind of modern Doctor Who collection, Series 1, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Series 2, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, The Runaway Bride, Series 3, Volume 1, Volume 2, The Infinite Quest, Series 3, Volume 3, Volume 4, Voyage of the Damned, Series 4, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, signed by Camille Coduri, The Next Doctor, Planet of the Dead, Dreamland, The Waters of Mars, The End of Time, Series 5, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Series 6, Part 1A, Part 1B, Part 2A, Part 2B, Complete 7th Series, The Day of the Doctor, the 50th Anniversary Collector's Edition Blu-ray, the Complete 8th Series, Last Christmas, The Return of Dr. Mysterio, Twice Upon a Time, DVD Files Volume 1 and Volume 4. Then we have Sarah Jane Adventures Invasion of the Bane, Torchwood, the complete 1st series, the complete 2nd series, Children of Earth, and Miracle Day on the end there. Alright, then we now move on to the kind of roughly first half of my non-Doctor Who television shows. So starting off up here, we have the Quatermass Collection, a seminal BBC sci-fi trilogy, Quatermass and the Pit Blu-ray, the Pathfinders in Space trilogy, City Beneath the Sea and Secret Beneath the Sea, the Twilight Zone Season 1 and Season 2, The Outer Limits, the original series, Series 1 or Volume 1 as it's put, and then Series 2 or Volume 2 as it's put. Out of This World, Little Lost Robot. Out of the Unknown. Dark Shadows, the original TV series. This is the first 20 Barnabas Collins episodes. Factory Sealed Collection 16 and Unsealed Collection 21. Dead of Night. A Ghost Story for Christmas. Whistle and I'll Come to You, the 1968 omnibus production and the 2010 remake. The Stalls of Barchester and A Warning to the Curious. Lost Heart, The Treasure of Abbot Thomas and the Ash Tree. The Signalman, Stigma and the Ice House. A View from a Hill and number 13. Shao Ken the Painter. Classic Ghost Stories by M.R. James. The Stone Tape. Mystery and Imagination. Shadows of Fear. Haunted. Shadows, the complete series. Beasts. ITV Playhouse, Casting the Rooms. The Omega Factor. Quatermass 4. The Woman in Black. Hammer House of Horror. Ghost Watch. The Quatermass Experiment 2005 remake. The Enfield Haunting miniseries. Star Trek Where No Man Has Gone Before, The Corbinite Maneuver and Mud's Women. Star Trek The Original Series Origins. Star Trek The Next Generation Series 1. Jerry Anderson's UFO, Volumes 1 to 4 and Volumes 5 to 8. Terry Nation's Survivors, the complete first series, the complete second series. The complete series of The Tomorrow People, all 8 series, and then Blake's 7, the complete series 1 to 4 on moving right along, we have The X-Files, Season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the first movie, Fight the Future, Season 6, 7, 8, and 9, the second movie, I Want to Believe, Blu-ray and DVD. Then we have Jonathan Creek, Series 1 through to 4 and the Christmas specials. The John Harrison, Frank Herbert June miniseries from 2000. Ghost Hunters Back from the Dead. History's Mysteries, The Amityville Haunting. The complete Series 1, Most Haunted. Complete Series 2 of Most Haunted, which is the Scream edition of this series. Series 3, Volume 1, Volume 2, Series 4, Volume 1, and Volume 2, Most Haunted Live 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wrong way round, there you go, Series 5, or number 5 rather. Living Hell on Earth, Eastern State Penitentiary. The House That Fear Built, Winchester Mystery House. The Psychic World of Derek Acorah. Derek Acorah's Ghost Towns, Volume 1 and Volume 2, which makes up Series 1. Life on Mars, the complete Series 1. The complete Series 1 to 5 of Primeval. The Walking Dead, Series 1. Series 1 and 2 plus White Christmas of Black Mirror. Series 3 and Series 4. Westworld, the original Michael Crichton film. Westworld Series 1, The Maze. Westworld Series 2, The Door. American Horror Story, Coven. The complete first series of Arrow. DC's Legends of Tomorrow, complete first series. And the first 2 series of Gotham. And then next up in my collection video for today, we have all of my boutique Blu-rays for my collection. So starting off at the end here, we have the Andromeda strain, Carrie, the Endless, which also contains the first film by these two directors, Moorhead and Benson, called Resolution on Disc 2. Horror Express, House, The Hound of the Baskervilles, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Phantasm, Pulse, The Possessed, Night of the Comet, The Stuff, The Thing, Videodrome, Zardos, Carnival of Souls, The Blob, Solaris, The Uninvited, Stalker, M, Metropolis, Silent Running, The Man Who Could Cheat Death, The Skull, Asylum, The House That Dripped Blood, The Changeling, Dem, Forbidden Planet, The Shining, The Time Machine, The Haunting, the original one from the 60s, The Thing from Another World, Village of the Damned, Dario Argento's Suspiria. Not too sure if I can show the cover of that one, so I won't. Night of the Demon, Hammer, Volume 1, Fear Warning, and yes, this is a slightly incomplete copy as it is missing the limited edition banner that the other box sets have. However, I was able to buy this copy in a local CEX for only £65, and copies with the little slip card are like double to almost triple that on eBay, and I had been after it for a while, so I just decided to fork out £65 for this copy. This box set contained Maniac, The Gorgon, The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, and Fanatic. Hammer Volume 2, Criminal Intent, The Snorkel, Never Take Sweets from a Stranger, The Full Treatment, and Cash on Demand. Volume 4, Faces of Fear, The Revenge of Frankenstein, The Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll, Taste of Fear, and The Damned. Volume 5, Death and Deceit, Visit to Canton, The Pirates of Blood River, The Scarlet Blade, The Brigand of Kandar. Volume 6, Night Shadows, The Shadow of the Cat, Captain Clegg, The Phantom of the Opera, and Nightmare. Don Cascarelli's Phantasm, the complete collection, with Phantasm 1, Phantasm 2, Phantasm 3, Lord of the Dead, Phantasm 4, Oblivion, and Phantasm 5, Ravager. Vincent Price in 6 Gothic Tales by Edgar Allan Poe, The Fall of the House of Usher, The Pit and the Pendulum, Tales of Terror, The Raven, The Haunted Palace, and Tomb of Ligeia. And then we have the Ring collection, which contains Ring 1, Ring 2, Ring 0, and then another film in the series called Spiral as a bonus feature on disc 2. This is the first 4 films of the Japanese original series, not the American remake series. Then we have the Arrow Video Deluxe edition of RoboCop, and then on the end there we have the 90th anniversary box set release of the legendary film Metropolis by Fritz Lang. Right, bit of an interesting section now. We have Hammer Films DVDs and Blu-rays standalone releases. Then we have the rest of my Blu-rays, DVDs, then a few box sets, which then go into my music, DVD and Blu-ray releases. The Curse of Frankenstein, the first Frankenstein Hammer horror movie. This also contains a 4-sided triangle as a bonus feature. The Evil of Frankenstein, Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell, which is the 7th and final film in their Frankenstein series. I have the other 3, but they're in box sets. This also contains Captain Kronos the Vampire Hunter, which is a loose fourth film to the Karnstein trilogy of vampire films. Dracula, X the Unknown, the Quatermass Double Bill, Quatermass Experiment and Quatermass 2, Quatermass and the Pit, the Vampire Lovers and Lust for a Vampire, which are the first two movies to the Karnstein vampire trilogy, and then Twins of Evil, which is the third. The Devil Rides Out, The Woman in Black, Frankenstein, Universal, The Mummy, Universal, and Creature from the Black Lagoon, Universal. John Carpenter's Halloween, The Exorcist, Blade Runner, The Final Cut, Blade Runner 2049 Steelbook, The Haunting in Connecticut, The Purge, The Witch, Ghost Stories, The Invisible Man 2020, An English Haunting, The Blair Witch Project, The Phantom of the Opera, the original 1920s version, The Ring with Naomi Watts, the remake, Child's Play, Crimson Peak, Night of the Living Dead, Paranormal Activity, Sinister, Misery, The Dark Half and Carrie, The Amityville Horror Original, Amityville 2, The Possession, Amityville 3, and then we have the Hammer 21 disc collector's box set. So we have She, The Nanny, Dracula Prince of Darkness, Plague of the Zombies, Rasputin the Mad Monk, The Reptile, The Witches, 1 Million Years BC, The Viking Queen, Frankenstein Created Woman, Quatermass and the Pit, Vengeance of She, The Devil Rides Out, Prehistoric Women, Scars of Dracula, The Horror of Frankenstein, Blood from the Mummy's Tomb, Straight On Till Morning, Fear in the Night, Demons of the Mind, and To the Devil. We have the tin collection for Blade Runner, and then Alfred Hitchcock's Birds, Shadow of a Doubt, Family Plot, Topaz, Frenzy, Torn Curtain, The Man Who Knew Too Much, The Trouble with Harry, Marnie, Rope, Rear Window, Vertigo, Saboteur and Psycho. Then we have Pink Floyd, The Early Years, Cambridge Station, Dramatisation and Reverberation, which contains CDs of unreleased music as well as Blu-rays and DVDs of concerts. The DVDs and Blu-rays have the exact same content, they're just multi-format supportive. Then we have Pink Floyd live at Pompeii, Pulse, and Roger Waters' The Wall, which is my personal favourite version of The Wall. And so now to showcase my soundtracks part of my TV and film collection. We have Doctor Who The Lost Episodes, which is a single disc documentary on, well, the lost episodes. Marco Polo, The Reign of Terror, The Crusade, Galaxy 4, The Mythmakers, The Daleks Master Plan Radio Collection, The Daleks Master Plan Radio Collection signed by Gene Marsh, Peter Purvis and Nicholas Courtney, a cardboard slip giveaway of Mission to the Unknown, and the Lost TV Episodes Collection edition of The Daleks Master Plan, The Massacre, The Celestial Toymaker, The Savages, The Smugglers, The 10th Planet, The Power of the Daleks, The Highlanders, The Underwater Menace, and The Underwater Menace Lost TV Episodes Edition, The Moonbase, The Macro Terror, The Faceless Ones, The Evil of the Daleks, The Abominable Snowmen, The Ice Warriors, The Enemy of the World Radio Collection signed by Barry Letts, Enemy of the World Lost TV Episodes Edition, Web of Fear Radio Collection, Weather Fear Lost TV Episodes Edition, Fury from the Deep Radio Collection signed by Deborah Watling, Richard Mays, Fraser Hines and Roy Spencer, Fury from the Deep Lost TV Episodes Edition, the Weird in Space Radio Collection, The Invasion, the Space Pirates. I do also have some signed CD booklets of original Doctor Who soundtracks that I would like to showcase as well. So we have Marco Polo, signed by William Russell and Ziena Merton. The Romans, signed by Nick Evans. The Ark, signed by Ian Frost, Terence Baylor and Jackie Lane. The War Machines, signed by Alan Curtis and John Cater. And then The Invasion again, signed by Sally Faulkner, Nicholas Courtney, Ian Fairburn and Wendy Padbury. Original musical scores now: Doctor Who The Daleks, The 10th Planet, The Invasion, The Visitation, The Five Doctors, Ghostlight, The Curse of Fenric and Survival. Then we have Vangelis Odyssey, which is basically a greatest hits compilation, but does contain some tracks from his soundtracks, such as Chariots of Fire and the closing titles to Blade Runner. There's the actual soundtrack by Vangelis himself. Then Blade Runner 2049, Pink Floyd, the early years 1967 through to 1972 Creation 2-disc highlights edition. The black volumes that I showcased earlier with my music DVDs are from a box set by Pink Floyd, which you can buy individually, and this is a 2 CD highlights of that box set, which also contains tracks from their movie soundtracks, being Zabriskie Point and what's it called, More, but they're remixes of those tracks in this particular edition. The song remains the same by Led Zeppelin, Prince and the Revolution, Purple Rain, The X-Files the album, Arrival, Dunkirk, Gladiator, Inception, Interstellar, Max Richter, Nosedive, in other words, the episode of Black Mirror, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Daft Punk Tron Legacy, and then the Westworld soundtrack for Series 1. Right then, to go through all of my soundtrack vinyls, I have the Doctor Who Evil of the Daleks 7-inch that was given out by Doctor Who magazine, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, Relics by Pink Floyd, which is a odds and ends collection of tracks originally released back in the day in like 1971, I believe, which does contain tracks from their soundtrack albums. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Pulp Fiction, Vertigo, Psycho, Baby Driver, Raiders of the Lost Ark, orchestral adaptations of music composed for the Blade Runner soundtrack, so not the actual soundtrack by Vangelis themselves, just orchestral remixes and reworks of the tracks by Vangelis. Blade Runner 2049 soundtrack, Doctor Who and the Daleks and the Dalek Invasion of Earth 2150 AD, movie soundtracks limited edition vinyl from Record Store Day a few years ago, still brand new, factory sealed, and mine is number 200 out of 1500, but as you might be able to tell, there is 2 stickers on my copy, with the second one almost perfectly covering up the first, and I think the number underneath this one is number 17. Then we have Genesis of the Daleks, Demon Records exclusive, from the same year that the Daleks vinyl was released. Then we have Marco Polo soundtrack on vinyl, as well as the Daleks Masterplan soundtrack on vinyl. And then we have the final item that I will be showing today in this collection video. We have the Dark Shadows, the complete original series Coffin box set. This Goliath of a box set contains all 1,225 episodes of the original Gothic horror soap opera television series from the 60s and the early 70s in 22 Amaray DVD cases across 126 DVD discs that contain all of the episodes plus various special features as well. Plus there is an additional 5 discs of bonus features at the end of this box set as well. An absolutely amazing item to have in the collection, and I look forward to watching this series someday. I have seen the first 50 episodes or so, namely the first case here, or just about the first case here, but I would like to go from Barnabas Collins kind of onwards. But yeah, absolutely fantastic box set, and a brilliant way to close up this collection video for today.